should Trump bring in the troops? Because Trump been saying that the people of Chicago want him to come in and save the streets. So our next topic is, how do we feel about Trump sending in the troops to Chicago, the National Guard to Chicago, and the crime rate is ridiculous?
I think. What do you think?
Since that's my city, right? Go ahead and say
since
it.
that's your city,
Go ahead
you know
and
what I'm
say
saying?
it.
I'm gonna ask you how you feel about that.
Do I feel like that it could be fixed? Yeah. You know, do I feel like they gonna go through the right steps to fix it? Probably not, because Chicago is the city of rebels. Chicago
Right.
has always been known to be the city of rebels.
Historically.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. So regardless of whoever you send in there, come on now, they're gonna find ways, cuts, scams, and finesses to get around whatever it is they trying to do. Stop. You know what I mean?
Right.
However, I do think they might start with a curfew.
You don't think it's overkill sending in whoever they trying to send in right
I mean,
now?
it ain't overkill if they want to help.
Right.
If their mission is to help and stop the crime and stop all the killings, then it's not overkill. We send in them troops, send in the army, send in the forces, send in the National Guard, send in Homeland Security, because them boys out there, they're gonna need that. That's not overkill.
But historically, like when stuff like that happened, like in LA and stuff like that, it's always chaotic after.
Yeah.
So I don't know how that's going to turn out. I mean, you know, history repeats itself, so I'm not sure how it's going to turn out if they send the military, because sometimes it become overkill. So I'm not sure. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think military is overkill. I don't think it's overkill. I don't.
You don't think so?
No, they know what they're doing. They know, like I said, them boys in the city are rebels. The old ones, the young ones, they rebels, and it's gonna take some force. It's gonna take some force. And me personally, I still don't think hold on. Shout out to my people in the city. Shout out to my people in Iraq. But me personally, I still think they ain't gonna win. You know, I still think the overkill and all the forces and National Guards, I still think that they can't. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna fix it. You know, they ain't gonna fix it. You know, that's a community thing. The community and the people.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I think it's a community. The community has to be heavily involved, because, you know, when they send the military in and all of that, you know, I don't want it to start like, you know, having repercussions on the community.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because we've seen how this plays out in the past before. So, you know, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, you know, because I love my people from Chicago now. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully it's going to go down how it's going to go down in a peaceful way.
Yes. Hopefully everybody.
I got to say about that, because
here's my advice to all my people in Chicago. Y'all abide by the rules. Listen to the people. Be nice. Stop the crime. Stop the killing. And y'all just have fun. Turn up. The wintertime coming anyways. Little do they know, the wintertime coming. Everything slows down in the winter. But y'all be good. Be good citizens. Be good citizens and stop the killing. Stop the killing. Get it off your chest. Get it off your chest.
Hotline. Who we got on the phone?
What am I supposed to get off my chest? Tell me about it.
We were talking about the Chicago crime rate and Trump sending in the National Guards. That may be.
Oh yeah, that's a heated topic for me. Yes.
Okay, so let's talk about it, sis.
You know what? I was literally at the gym the other day and I saw on the news that they were opposed to doing that. And I'm like, the governor and the mayor, they are armed with security. They live in the suburbs. They have no idea what's going on in the city. Let them walk around now. Let them walk around in the city and see how it is. But they're so protected that they're so just not even there, that it's just ridiculous for them to say. But I really do think that Chicago needs some help.
Yeah, that's what I do.
So I support that.
Same thing I said. I said that they, you know, one of the first things they can do is they could probably start with a curfew and enforce it. Now, granted, a lot of the guys being from Chicago, a lot of the guys probably won't listen, and they probably won't abide by it, and they're going to find ways to finesse their way out of it and ways around it. But there are steps that they can take if that is, you know, if they see fit. And my co-host Munyon thought that it was kind of.
I thought so. This is what I wanted to ask you. You're not worried about kickback, like overkill? You know how sometimes historically when we had the military in the community, there's, you know, other things happen. Are you not worried about that, or you think it's going to be good this time around?
I think it's going to be good, but I do think that from one side of it, I think they need to have a gentle approach when they're going into Chicago. It doesn't need to be. It doesn't need to be an approach where it's just like, "Hey, we coming to do a full takeover." A lot of citizens, a lot of Chicagoans and people of that state have trauma from being in there, trauma from being exposed to constant violence and danger, and so I feel like they have to allow the military and the government itself to kind of connect with these people so that they can see what's going on with them, connect with them, and then correct what's going on. Because if you go in and you just do all correction and no connection, it just causes them to kind of have this this negative loophole that they'll start to go on. There's this feedback, if you will. And so I think that they have to really connect with the people and understand that they have a lot of trauma, those who have lived in the inner city. And just kind of work on that with them, work on just not just being a military shutdown or not just being a curfew, just really work on these people healing. A lot of people in the city need some healing. And they won't see that until they've completely come out of that environment and they're taken out of the environment and they go to a place that is safe, a place that is thriving, a place that, really do care for them. And so that's just kind of my take on that.
And I do feel like they've tried that. I do feel like they've tried that many of times. They've tried donating money and being out and creating centers, and they've tried creating after school programs and extra, summertime jobs for kids. And I feel like they've tried so many peaceful ways to help the city, and that's not even like the president or the governor or anything like that.
I feel like it's been on a state level, not a federal level.
Local level, that's more local level. They've tried so many things, and it still has not yet worked.
But I think the most important thing that I'm taking from your feedback, what I really was trying to get across, and you said it more, even in a better way. Mm-hmm. It's a delicate situation, right?
It is.
They can't just send the military in there because y'all got to understand the military handles things differently than the police. They're going to get in there, they're going to section a certain part and they're going to go all in.
Exactly.
And they're going to do all this. So what's that going to do to the community? Because it's not like they just wilding out. It's a delicate situation. And I think it needs, you can send all the help that needs to go to the community, but it has to be done in a certain way. That's just what I'm saying. And it's up to the community and up to the leaders how that has to be handled. That's all I'm trying to say.
I agree. Well, we hope and y'all pray for Chicago. Me being in Chicago, that's my city. Pray for Chicago. As much as I love my city and, I love all my people there and everything, but, I don't like the senseless killings and, all these women and children are dying. I don't like that. So, the best thing that I would send out to the people in America and all over the world is just pray for Chicago. And they've been,
it's a beautiful city.
Yeah, it's a beautiful city. And they've been, they had something today where they just pulled 97 cars out of Lake Michigan. Okay. They're looking for 2 older people from 1980 something, and they put out 97 cars out of Lake Michigan. So my take on it is just pray for the city of Chicago. I hope things get better, so it could be safer for the kids, so it could be funner, and so that the turn up can keep going, So
we appreciate
that's my take.
I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to speak my voice on this. So, but you guys continue to do what you're doing. I appreciate it. I'm loving hearing, all the feedback and seeing the clips on Instagram. So shout out to you guys.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We appreciate you calling in. We love you. We respect you. And make sure you subscribe to our YouTube. Subscribe and
definitely
and keep watching, post and share with a friend, because we are for everybody. This is a safe space for everybody to speak their mind and get their opinion off their chest.
Well, I appreciate you guys. You guys have a great night, and I'll be chiming in soon.
Yes, thank you. Okay, bye-bye.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
That was a warm call.
That was so warm and hug. Like I feel like I want her to hug me.
Come on now. That was so good.
I feel like I want her to talk me through some things. I got some things I'm going through. Like, she was really gentle.
We'll be doing a lot of the other stuff, but she was really
really
and
gentle.
She came in with the facts.
She did. She was really gentle with us.
And that's what we love about this space, right? Because a lot of platforms, they have stringent kind of like opinions. We just like get it off your chest.
What's up?
That's a long story, but the thing is, why y'all women got so many demands? I mean, that's crazy, man.
I don't know. I mean, maybe you should just get it off your chest.
You know what? That's exactly what I'm finna do. Get it off my chest.
This man. Woo!